Or you want to read
What should we read on Wattpad?
the options?
Anything the mind conquers.
Sonic and Uganda Knuckles. Sonic and Uganda.
Sonic and Uganda Knuckles. Let's see if that's a thing.
Yo!
Sonic
Sanic and Uganda Knuckles.
Sanic. Specifically Sanic.
Yes.
And...
I was Batman.
The son of
Batman was kind of fun.
This one.
What is that?
It's fun.
Are we reading this one, guys?
Oh.
It's fun. I had to stop playing though, because I'm at the part where he meets Robin, and Robin is a fucking bitch.
Alright. Wait, are you guys on the
No
screen
way,
share?
that's why you stopped playing.
Oh, I'm watching.
Is everybody else on the screen share or no?
Wait, get on my phone.
Aiden, shut. What the fuck is this?
There's 2 Jeremiahs now. That's so dope.
Are y'all ready?
Oh, wait, no,
for
there's
this?
only 1 Jeremiah. Or is it 2?
No.
Oh, there's 2.
Is everybody in though? Is everybody in?
Yeah.
Yo, Aiden, this is some shit that Mama Luigi would probably be reading every day.
Mama Luigi! Watch the freaking stream.
Make it sound like you play baseball.
There was this fat fuck. Like, all right,
I'm not-
like,
I'm not-
it was nasty.
Did you say you're not looking at this?
I'm looking. Why is he in a maid outfit? Oh, made for life.
Don't worry
Great.
about it.
Good one. Great.
Alright, who's reading? Alright.
Where are the pictures?
There's no pictures, it's just text. Alright, am I reading
What?
this or are we gonna do popcorn?
Let's do
We're
popcorn.
doing popcorn.
Alright, who starts it? Who
This is
starts it?
stupid.
Popcorn reading, bro.
Alright,
Wait, who started?
I guess I'll start. A few years ago, the rich couple Knuckles and Rouge married in the most lovely church in the world. They settled in their mansion and hired 5 classy servants a week after their honeymoon at the most lovely city of all. Today, they spend time away from each other once every 2 days in a week. But on a rainy day, they settled down after a rough day and two had a little talk for a couple hours until they decided to hire 3 or 4 more servants. They thought 5 would be enough. Alright, are we doing this by paragraph or by page?
Do a paragraph.
By paragraph? Okay. So, popcorn Aiden.
4 more servants, though one in particular was Sonic. Before Knuckles and Rouge got married and all. Knuckles used to be friends with Sonic until Knuckles got mad from one of Sonic's jokes and also told him to never see him again. Popcorn, wait, who else is reading this shit?
All of us.
Oh, cool. Popcorn Gary. Oh, Joe. Okay, Joe.
Knuckles glared at him before Sonic said with hesitation, "Look, Knuckles, I know this is sudden, and I also know you never want to see my face again forever. But look, I'm just here to be hired as a servant." Popcorn that, bro.
Knuckles and Rouge looked at each other. They smirked evilly as they got a really satisfyingly awful idea. That's when Knuckles smirked at Sonic and said, "Okay, Sonic, I'll hire you, but you are going to be our maid." Do I read? Okay, I'll read this. Sonic's eyes widened at what he just said and shook. At what he just he said nervously while he went to his knees. "Yes, sir, I'll accept it."
Oh, you didn't read that right. You have to
Hold
add
on,
it,
what?
bro. You have to
Yeah,
add
I don't see a question mark at the end of that one.
Hold on. "Yes, sir, I'll accept it." Popcorn Aiden.
Knuckles crossed his arms and said, "Good to hear, but I got some rules for you, blue boy."
Nah, this guy.
Knuckles chuckled evilly a bit before he said, "Here are the rules. You should be able to remember my old friend. No complaining, no speeding, and don't get lazy on either one of us. If you break any of the rules that you've been given, you'll be cleaning up the ashes in the boiler room, and who knows, maybe you'll stay there." Continue.
No, just read until you just want a popcorn.
Rogue and Knuckles snickered mischievously. They knew Sonic was in for it. All because of Sonic's cocky jokes and everything he had done over the years.
Cock.
Popcorn Jerry.
Oh, wait, no. That wasn't why I was saying cock. Sonic swallowed his pride and said as he stood up, can't read this shit.
Read it.
I promise I won't. Knuckles then said in a cocky way. I didn't give you permission to stand up, did I? Oh, shit. Okay. Sonic shook his head no and said, "No, sir, you didn't." He was gonna get back on his knees, but Knuckles pushed him down on purpose. The other three servants chuckled softly as Sonic got on his knees. Popcorn Matias.
Yo, wait, I'm so fried. I thought this was actually about some maid shit. Is this like a sex thing?
I don't know. Even Knuckles and Rouge snickered at him. Sonic tolerated it and didn't care about it. With a toothy grin, Knuckles said, "Okay, stand up now, but make it quick, maid. Me and my wife don't have all evening." Sonic stood up really gently and fast. Before Sonic was gonna say how thankful he is to Knuckles, but the red echidna said with a strict look, "Do not speak to me now. You go get yourself ready right now, you serving wench." Besides, we can't have a maid in something like that, can we now? Sonic shook his head and said, "No, sir, we don't." Knuckles then said to one of the servants, "One of you gets Sonic the smallest maid outfit." That's when one of the servants appeared holding a small, sexy, and an embarrassing maid outfit and asked, "Like this?" Knuckles nodded. Sonic thought to himself as he felt embarrassed already. "Oh great, this is gonna be the living hell for me, but I deserve it." He gently grabbed the maid outfit and walks off. Popcorn Matt.
Knuckles yelled at him as damn, hold on, bro. I'm tired. Hold on, right? Knuckles yelled at him as he pointing out where he was supposed to go. What dumb bitch wrote this? The rules for the servants is that way, stupid. Sonic walked to the way Knuckles. Yo, was a fucking Asian person? Sonic walked to the way Knuckles pointed to. Motherfucker, yo, this motherfucker just learned English and they're writing porn. When he was in his room, Sonic didn't hesitate to put it on as he muttered, "My dad will have a heart attack." Once he got the maid outfit on, he felt embarrassed. The small maid outfit was white and bright blue, showing a little bit of the cobalt hedgehog's chest, and their skirt part was showing enough to show his frilly underwear. He didn't care. He was a little bit more... He was a little bit more embarrassed. He placed a bag of waking pills under the top of the maid's dress as he said, "This should keep me awake." Sonic muttered, "I gotta do this. Besides, I'm running out of time." Knuckles then shouted in the other room, "Sonic, get your butt over here now!" He was embarrassed more. Once he walked out of the room and back to Knuckles, he sees two of the servants along with the others laughing at him. One of the servants tripped him as soon as he entered. The servant said in a mean tone, "Hey Sonic, I can see your butt." That's when one of the servants kicked him on the butt and laughed. One servant was not amused by this awful behavior as she glared at them and helped him up. As she said, "Okay?" Sonic replied as he walks to Knuckles, "I'm fine." Knuckles wrapped an arm around Rouge and said, "Say, Sonic, go clean the bathrooms. My wife needs a bath." Sonic nodded and walked off. Rouge asked amusedly, "So, you think this will..." What the fuck? Bro, it's fireworks. "So, you think this will be amusing, baby?" Knuckles replied, "Oh yes, Rouge." Both kissed on the spot as they both closed eyes.
Wait,
all of a sudden.
Wait.
What?
What was that?
Why is Knuckles gay? And why did you make Rouge like some southern guy?
What the hell is Rouge, bro? But Rouge opened her eyes in a bad way as she thought, "Stupid idiot. I'm getting tired of his shenanigans. Guess I'll cheat on him with someone else. Someone more handsome. But who?" Little did everyone know that Sonic had a reason to work.
Had a what?
Yeah.
Oh, had a
Reason to
reason
work.
Alright, let's go to the next part.
They gonna make you pay for the next part?
After the war, I went back to New York. After the war, I went back to New York.
Since day one, things were awful for Sonic. He just does whatever he would to work. Whenever Sonic cleans the rooms, Knuckles normally yells at him mercilessly to clean it perfectly and also tells him to do it right. I wishy Alice 33 is a fucking retard. Rouge makes fun of him and tells him to do hers and everyone else's laundry. Damn, I hate this motherfucker. Sonic could have done it faster, but unfortunately, he had to follow the rules no matter what happens. Rouge then said in a bossy tone, "Hey mate, get my dress clean for tonight. I gotta get out for tonight." Sonic nodded and said, "Yes, milady." Though Rouge and Knuckles are not the only ones, the servants tormented him no matter what room he was cleaning. Being teased and made fun of was super awful to Sonic. They even complained that his cooking was awful as much as Knuckles and Rouge made a big fuss about it. One of the days, one servant knocked down the vase on purpose and said as he make everyone but him think it's, "Bitch, what? Hey maid, what's wrong with you? Clean this mess up." Sonic cleaned up the mess as the servant said while walking off. "Can't you do anything right besides showing your big fat body, you brat?" That's when one of the servants, Erica Chipmunk, damn bro, said in an angry tone, "Hey, stop that. You're bullying him, so back off." Erica the Chipmunk was the kindest, sweetest, most honest servant ever. He was the only one that stood up for Sonic. Sonic tolerated torment. He never stopped working, even at night time. Normally he cleans the kitchen where he cooked. Alright, this motherfucker retarded. No fucking shit, he's cooking in the kitchen. The backyard and the garden. When he attempts to fall asleep, he takes one pill and swallows it. The pills keep him awake, working to the bone without stopping, made Sonic feel so torn and broken into pieces. Hold on, I'm getting attacked by a spider. Hold on. As the torment wasn't awful enough, Rouge went out every night, but then he was hardly seen for a really unknown reason. In the morning, the servants just start their normal routine as Sonic never stopped, ever. But in the afternoon, they take a break. One afternoon changed every single thing. Yeah, this motherfucker retarded.
Motherfucking kid, right?
Never spoon Lily. "Hey, maid boy, it's break time. Get your butt over here," Sonic said as he breathed. "I'll pass."
I love how this went from popcorn to just, nah, Matt's reading the whole thing now.
Yeah. Erica pushed past him and said, "Again? Sonic, you can't keep working non-stop. Non-stop, dumbass bitch. You gotta take a break. It's not healthy for you to keep working day and night." Sonic wiped the floor and heavily breathed as he said, I appreciate your concern, Erica, but I'll be fine. Don't worry about me." Erica felt bad for him before she and Silver entered the break room. Another servant, Erica's brother Evan, said, "Hey, why isn't the stupid maid on his break?" Alright, bro, Popcorn Jerry.
Is that like an actual Sonic character? Is this like this fucking?
We gotta ask
They need
Noah.
to kill this.
I'm really stupid, bro, because I'm like, every time they said Erica the Chipmunk, I'm thinking of fucking Cream. I was like, wait, that's a fucking rabbit.
I thought you were gonna say you're thinking of Eric.
Yeah.
Okay, no. It's not a real character. It's Erica the Squirrel.
Okay.
Oh, so they genuinely just retired. Look up Erica Squirrel.
No.
Silver replied, unworried. He said he'll pass. The rest of the servants said, "Again?" Evan then said rudely, "Geez, why is that dumb hedgehog still working besides? He has to have at least one break. What the fuck?" Erica then said, Why? So you could all torment him? He hasn't had any breaks, you idiot." The servant in the room shouted in shock, "What?" Erica then said in a stern tone and a stern glare, "That's right. I witnessed it myself. He worked day and night, no breaks. All he does is work and work. Without stopping at all. He takes those waking pills to keep himself awake." What?
Takes those those waking pills to keep himself awake.
Waking pills is crazy.
Aren't
This
they
is peak
doing all this
writing, if
shit?
you ask me.
Aren't they like fucking bullying him just because he made a joke that Knuckles didn't fucking like?
Yeah.
No,
I was
why
gonna-
are they bullying
why?
him? Because he's Sonic, or is there like?
They said Sonic made a joke that Knuckles didn't like, and he said never to see him again. Like, you know,
You're like remembering this for some reason. I don't.
I don't know. I
He's
kind of like
on
that.
top of the lore right now.
Don't quote the ancient text to me, which I was there when it was written.
Silver then said in shock, He hasn't stopped at all? Not even once? Why, Erica? Why, Erica? Why hasn't he stopped? Erica crossed her arms and said, I'm not telling any of you. Evan and the others said, What? Why not? Erica then said angrily, Who do you all care? You all were too busy being mean and tormenting him, and also picking on him. He worked his butt off without what's all this shit with his butt, bro? Without fussing at all. Why do I even bother with any of you? You all just want to make him suffer. You all should be ashamed of yourselves. That also means you, Silver. Popcorn Aiden.
Once she said, "You all should be ashamed of yourself." Silver and the other servants
Not
felt
focused,
really bad for what they did. Evan then said with a sad tone, "Look, we're so sorry, sis. Listen this time. We really will. Please, Erica Kurt." And they turned back inside.
I was
Also, she can't speak that. Why is that quoted? Before she explained, I'm not sure if any of you heard. Tail was caught in an awful lab accident. He was so badly injured that the blast made him fall gravely ill. What?
He got sick from a workplace accident?
Okay. Sonic had to take him to the hospital, and unfortunately, he didn't have enough money to pay for the surgery. Thought he was ill.
Ass nigga.
Dude, they gotta remove the sickness.
Okay.
You're a doc. Aren't you studying like medicine or something? You should know this.
No, I'm really fucking not.
Yeah, no, you're not.
That's why he's working. I felt so awful for him. Silver then asked with a sad frown, how much of the surgery was? Erica replied with an upset tone about 900 million, 200.
It's not 900 million. It's 900,000.
Oh,
The servant shouted in shock, that expensive? Nodded and said, yeah, you jerks. The hospital he is in has the most expensive shit. I mean, her grandma was in that hospital. Evan muttered with an upset expression, ain't that the truth? Silver asked, did you try reasoning with him? Erica shrugged and said, yeah, but he said no. Another servant said, well, it's a lot of sad, bro, holy shit. Well, we didn't know, so it ain't our business. Evan glared at him and said, I'm not the one who harassed him, Tim. Besides, you allowed that scourge to attack him more than once this week.
Did you say that?
Erica,
Bitch?
where?
No, I thought I heard you say bitch.
This week. Erica gasped and said, you did what? Evan calmed his sister down and said, sis, please control yourself. You know the master can hear you. Tim's then said in a panic tone, whoa, please, all I did was harass him for that dumb dress he wears. Evan shouted, that is still harassment, you idiot. The two started arguing for a full minute before Erica shut them up as she said, oh, shut the hell up, you two. You both are behaving like toddlers. Everyone muttered in agreement as they felt really bad. That's when one of the maids said, oh shit, it's already the maids. Oh,
You said mates.
okay, whatever.
You gotta get this.
We got
habit.
it. I'm sorry, bro. Like I got tears in my eyes right now.
I didn't know that Tails' fucking surgery made you made you so emotional.
Everyone agreed as they went back to work. Evan followed his sister as he said, Erica, I felt like a jerk. Sorry, sis. Erica told her brother, I'm not the one you should apologize, brother. What? Wait, I'm not the one you should apologize, brother.
You see, bro, the author is retarded.
And then we go, oh, right. Will Tails be okay? Erica sighed deeply and said, who knows? Evan sighed sadly before he went to apologize to Sonic. It was too horrifying to even talk to Sonic.
Oh, you fucker. Sorry, I'm fighting a
Next.
Wow, this thing just sucks.
During the days, Knuckles thought it was so much fun to... Oh, what the fuck happened? Knuckles thought it was so much fun to torment Sonic and humiliate him in front of the other servants. He felt just satisfied as if it was revenge for everything he did to Knuckles. A joke. No, he does abuse him physically. Okay. Physically and mentally for not doing a perfect job. One morning when Rouge went on a trip, he noticed something didn't stop working. But he shrugged it off in an attempt to walk off. At least until he saw Sonic in the dining room working without stopping and making it perfectly clean. Knuckles thought as he looked at him with pity. Okay, maybe I was being a little too harsh. Besides, he looks like he's gonna pass out. Sonic wasn't gonna fall asleep, but he snapped his eyes open and took out a pill out of the bag and into his mouth. And he once again starts cleaning in a second or two. I was asked in confusion, why are you still taking drugs? Sonic thought to
Where did
himself,
the story go?
I don't know. Sonic thought to himself, this was the only thing I have to do. To do for Tails' life in this hate. Wait. This is the only thing I have to do for Tails' life is hanging by a thread. Okay. Tails, please hang in there. I'll try to save you. I promise. Knuckles just couldn't help but notice the whole thing and the fact Sonic's been working way too hard. For the next 2 days, Sonic still didn't stop working, and Knuckles noticed that he was falling very well too, but kept quiet and wouldn't rest at all. One afternoon, Knuckles read Sonic rudely. Sonic, maybe you should take a break. Sonic didn't stop it. I'll pat. But he trailed off as he said properly when he remembered the last time he spoke with Sonic. He got slapped harshly and yelled at. Excuse me for not talking without your approval. He walked off shakily as Knuckles was going to talk to him, failed. Sonic felt dizzy and felt lightheaded as he said to himself while breathing, I can't let Tails down now. He's counting on me, and he always have. I can't lose him. His vision. Oh, that's if. Doing too much with the fucking stutters. If I don't get enough money, he'll trade off. He'll killed off. To work more harder. Keep in. I gotta work. No matter what, I gotta work for Tails' life. I went to the other room to clean as Knuckles thought. Sheesh. Now I'm really getting worried about him. He hasn't got any food. He hasn't eaten or drank anything. He's been working himself to bone this whole time. If he keeps up this torment, I'll himself have to do something. He has been very distant from me since day one of Sonic's arrival. Still, to Sonic, I'm no better than he was. A popcorn Joe.
He recalled day one and all those other days he didn't joke or do anything he would normally to make Knuckles mad. Alright. Knuckles then mumbled to himself, wait a minute. Now that I think about it, Sonic hasn't joked, or made me mad, or joke about anything like he normally did. He didn't even use his snarky tone when he spoke to me. He even let everyone and me walk all over him. He looked nervous, but I think we're breaking him badly. I think I was a little too hard on him. He looked at Sonic once again, and to his shock, the blue hedgehog was in terrible shape. Sonic said to himself, I have to do this. Tails, I will make sure you live. When he walked off, he could have sworn Sonic had blood dripping from his mouth. Jesus. From cleaning? Fuck. Knuckles shrugged before walking around. That's when Knuckles passed the Chipmunk siblings, but stopped and heard their conversation. Erica, who was on the phone with the nurse of the hospital, said sadly, "No, it's fine. Thank you for telling us." She hung up, and Evan asked, "Well, is he?" Erica shook her head sadly and said, "No, he didn't make it." The poor child.
Who died?
Tails!
Evan then asked in worry, "Sis, what should we do?" Tails is... He trailed off as he sighed and said, "It is just awful. Tails would probably be in the morgue by the time Sonic gets that money." Erica replied to him, "I can't agree more, Evan. He's been telling me that he can't stop until he gets it for Tails. He's just tormenting himself. I'm super worried." Evan then said with an upset tone, "Sis, I am too. But he's more like killing himself. That's... That small dress he's wearing as a maid is getting big." Erica asked in a worried tone, "What makes you say that, Evan?" Evan replied with a panicked voice, "'Cause I noticed he wasn't eating too. And after your stern lecture, I went over to apologize, but the way I saw him, I was scared to death. I haven't been scared to death since that hayride in middle school. He's turning into skin and bone. Oh Lord, it's just awful. Why didn't I stop when I had the chance?" Erica sighed and said, "Look, Evan, it's not too late to make things right, but I'm just worried about Sonic. He blamed himself for what happened. I just feel..." She trailed off as Evan said sadly, "Oh, poor kid. Oh God, why did you take Miles away so soon? He had so much to live for. Why?" That's when Evan cried and asked Erica how. "How are we going to explain this to him?" Erica replied sadly, "I don't know, but we can't yet. Sonic won't take it well and it will break his heart." Evan then said, "Can you come with me? I still need to apologize." Erica nodded in agreement as they walked off, leaving a horrified Knuckles standing as he thought, "My God, Tails is Sonic. He's doing this for Tails? Why didn't I realize this sooner? Why didn't any of us realize this sooner?" He then went to bed with a regretful expression, but things will change the next day.
Yo, bro, this was about maids.
I thought this was about like sex.
I thought
That's
so
what I
too.
thought too.
What are they fuck?
The very next morning, Knuckles walks into the kitchen after getting himself ready for the day. Though to his horror, he sees Sonic's condition was a lot worse than he was last night. Knuckles' eyes widened when he saw Sonic's mouth with dried and blooding while drinking nothing but his own sweat. Not a single break that he took. His eyes red and puffy without any sleep. Muscles weakening. The small maid out. What the fuck is with this outfit? The small maid out. Dude, that was low-key a bar, bro. Eyes red and puffy without any sleep. Muscles weakening. The small maid outfit is now big for him. Sonic was wiping the floors weakly while trembling and shaking. He then said in a dry, weak tone, I must work extra hard in order to." He trailed off as he coughed badly and blood came out of his mouth. Dude, how hard is this guy working? Holy shit. A few hours of the servants, including the two Chipmunk siblings, thank you, who entered were in horror. Evan muttered, "My God, he's getting worse." Erica agreed fearfully. Before Erica and Evan could say anything to him, Silver, who had enough of this foolishness, said as he stomped his foot, "All right, that's it. Sonic, stop this now. You're seriously killing yourself. Working to death is fucking suicide." Sonic protested weakly. "I don't care. I have to work. I gotta save him." He then coughed and Evan muttered, "Good God, he's really a near-death experience." Erica then said in concern, Dude, look what you're doing to yourself. You gotta, Sonic interrupted. No, don't worry about me. I gotta, Silver shouted in an interruption. We fucking know, stupid, but I never knew how in denial or stupid you really are. You already are too late, you fucking idiot. Tails died last night. Even if you made it in time, he would still die. You worked yourself to death for nothing. You're worthless and a useless hedgehog. As Knuckles was in shock, Sonic felt his heart break when the moment he heard Tails' death, and his eyes widened while tears streamed down his face. Everyone gasped and glared at Silver as Erica slapped him. She then said in a sarcasm, "Nice going, Silver. You broke his heart." Silver, who had realized what he said, tried to apologize, but he even said, "Well, you didn't need to tell him. I mean, what do you do now? He would have survived the surgery. We didn't want to tell him because we want to spare his feelings. I knew it was a mistake to tell you. Now, no thanks to you, he's depressed now." Silver looked down and giggled as Evan then said in sarcasm, I hope you're so proud of yourself, asshole." Silver then said, Okay, I'm sorry. I was selfish. I screwed up. You happy? I don't need some sarcasm from you, Evan. Evan himself scowled at the white hedgehog as he muttered to himself, "Jeez, what does Erica see in this jerk?" That's when Erica said, "He has a point, Silver. You don't even know if Tails would have been saved or not. I don't even know why I'm dating you." Shit. Evan asked again, "I don't know what you see in him, Erica." Shit, they just fucking ganging up on this guy.
Yo.
Poor blue hedgehog still didn't stop as he's wiping the blood off of the floor, while the echoing of laughter and mocking was heard in his head all along, with the punching and slapping. It ached Knuckles' heart to see him like this. He then rushed to him and said, as he grabbed his bony arm, "Sonic, stop now." He panicked as he sees and feels how skinny and bony his arm is. Knuckles shakes it and said, "My God, you're in no condition to work." He tried to help Sonic up, but Sonic snatched his arm away as he tried to stand and said, "No, being lazy, you said. Nobody will care if I die anyway. I have to." He wept as blood trickles down his mouth. Knuckles felt like crying himself as he said, "But that didn't mean you work yourself endlessly. Oh God, I didn't mean for you to be in this condition." He felt like his friend was gonna die. As Sonic collapsed onto the floor, he fell into Knuckles' arms, and as Knuckles shouted, "Sonic!" He picked up Sonic and yelled in a panic, "Quickly get some water, medicine, anything! Just make it in time and do it immediately." The three servants rushed off. After they nodded, Erica asked, "Shouldn't we call an ambulance?" Evan whispered to him, "Sis, if we did, chances are they'll charge the master for abuse, and it will mean losing our jobs." Erica then muttered, "All right." 3 minutes later, Knuckles placed Sonic in his room. He looked worse just after he stripped him out of the maid outfit that was drenched in Sonic's blood and sweat. Sonic heavily breathed while his ribs were sticking out of his skin. Knuckles gasped and realized that Sonic felt sick. Just realized that? He sees Sonic's muzzle was red as a cherry, burning up like a fire, and the illness was unnoticeable to anyone. Knuckles may be rich, but he didn't forget how to be a true friend. Knuckles looked at him and said, as if this was Sonic's punishment for whatever he did. Knuckles then said in concern, "Sonic, when I said don't get lazy on us, I didn't mean you have to work yourself to death." Sonic was too depressed to say anything. He thought of Tails just made him a little more depressed. Knuckles then walked out as he said, "I'll be back with the soap and water. You get some rest. You look terrible." Once he left, Sonic muttered to himself, "I wanted to save Tails. Let him down." Sonic was in tears. He felt like a failure. Once Knuckles got back with the glass of water, he gave it to Sonic to drink. He then said once Sonic took the drink of water, "You may need some rest, Sonic." Sonic replied, "No, He trailed off as he recalled the bad beat-ups and shouting before looking away. Knuckles said with a sigh, "Sonic, I won't yell at you. You can talk to me without approval." Sonic didn't say anything, as he didn't want to. It was like someone took his voice away immediately. Knuckles frowned sadly before he said with empathy, or with sympathy, "You can't work under this condition, Sonic. Look, Sonic placed the covers over him as the echoes of yelling and screaming and torment filled his head while shaking. Gotta scroll up.
Yeah, scroll up.
Gotta scroll up.
I'm swimming.
One day later, Sonic still looked distraught despite him eating some soup or drinking plenty of water. It didn't make him feel any better. That's when Knuckles came in and asked, "How are you feeling?" Sonic muttered quietly, Knuckles knew how much Tails meant to him, but he felt really bad for Sonic. He was only starving himself, but he was working himself to death, and it was as if he was convinced that he was torturing himself to death. When Sonic cried a little, Knuckles wrapped his arm around him. Sonic blamed himself for not knowing it's too late for Tails. He mumbled to himself, "I'm so sorry, Tails, I failed you." Knuckles sighed and said, as he pet the blue hedgehog quills, "Sonic, it wasn't your fault. It was not your fault. You know it isn't." He hugged him tight, though Sonic was convinced that it wasn't his fault. He just couldn't forgive himself. But feeling Knuckles' arms around his weak body made him scared. He remembered a time when he tried to clean the room nicely and done. Knuckles would just hit him and slap him while yelling at him. Sonic gently pushed him away. Sonic scooted away and muttered fearfully. Knuckles tried to hug him again, but Sonic curled up in a ball and shook. He could still feel the bruises from the last time he didn't do a room perfectly. Knuckles said with guilt, "Sonic, I'm not gonna hurt you." When he tried to place a hand on his friend's back, that made Sonic scared a little more. Sonic thought this through, and he thought he went too far. Knuckles thought, "He really is scared of me." Knuckles was gonna apologize, but Sonic placed the covers over him. That made Knuckles feel guilty. He wanted to apologize, but what good would that do? He will only make Sonic fear for him. Sonic was making a slow recovery day by day, night by night. One day at a time, while the servants were working, Knuckles made sure Sonic was recovering. But Sonic couldn't trust him. During the days of Sonic's recovery, Knuckles took care of him, but Sonic didn't believe it. And he thinks he's just trying to gain his trust so he can make it a living hell again. But despite Knuckles' kindness, Sonic still blamed himself, and he didn't want to talk yet. Knuckles tried his hardest to have Sonic trust him, but failed. He wasn't happy with himself. He always cried himself to sleep every night. Though one morning, Knuckles felt a little sad himself. He found out that Rogue had cheated on him with another man. How dare she? About a few weeks ago, during Sonic's recovery, he found out about it this morning. Once he entered Sonic's room, he looked like he was asleep. Sonic had almost recovered. The blue hedgehog said to himself that he will get back to work once he recovers completely tomorrow. But this time Sonic will take it easy on himself, Knuckles thought to himself. He's almost recovered, that's a relief, but he's still thinking I want to hurt him. Though when Knuckles took a few steps toward him, he tripped over and landed on the blue hedgehog. The two of them leaned on each other. Sonic woke up to see Knuckles on top of him. He blushed as his heart beat. Knuckles thought as he heart heated fast and he felt frozen. What? I just found out Rouge cheated on me. And now, strange feeling, what is it? Sonic thought. I don't understand what's happening, but I hope he doesn't strangle me. Silver entered and said, "Hey Sonic, I want to apologize." He trailed off and saw Sonic and Knuckles looking at each other, but Sonic was afraid. Silver shouted as he left, "Oh God, sorry to interrupt." He slams the door. The two laid with each other as Knuckles found himself next to Sonic. Though Sonic himself cried silently, hoping he wouldn't be noticed at all. The Reddit noticed it and wrapped an arm around him in order to comfort him, but Sonic removed it. No. Enda, bro. Enda. Enchidna noticed it was wrapped an arm around him in order to comfort him, but Sonic removed it and shook his head. But that didn't stop Knuckles from doing it again. Knuckles whispered, Sonic cried himself to sleep once again, but this time he felt comfort from the red enchilada.
Mexicans.
Sonic said to himself quietly, I was so naive. Maybe I should leave here or still work. Knuckles thought to himself, oh god, what have I done to him?
Yeah, I'm done.
How long is this fucking story, bro? We're on chapter 5.
Oh,
Oh,
Yo, this
we're
fucking
halfway.
12.
We're almost halfway.
We cannot read this, bro.
I'm out. I'm like fighting the urge, bro.
No, Aiden, we have to figure out if Sonic gets that Knuckles dip.
Do you want me to skip to
Oh.
the end?
Yeah, let's skip to the end.
Oh shit, there's a picture. Alright. Right after they got back at the dining area, they were at their table as Knuckles looks at Rouge with a smirk. She growled and kicked a woman nearby in anger. Shadow sighed deeply before escorting Rouge out and muttering, "Told you not to make a scene." Everything was going as planned. Everyone was continuing talking and eating properly. Knuckles said softly, "Remember the other part?" Sonic said softly, "Yeah, but what about Dad and Manic? You need to ask them." Knuckles answered softly as he looked at the two. "I requested them to give me their blessing to do this, alright?" Sonic nodded as he thought, "Pull yourself together, Sonic. Don't forget you're still a prince. I mean, to have an arranged marriage after all. I had this coming." Knuckles got up and was able to get everyone's attention by softly hitting the wine glass with a teaspoon. One of the guests said, "I think the certain someone has an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen." Sonic was nervous, but he didn't show it. Knuckles to everyone, "Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. I have an announcement to make. Will everyone please pay attention?" So they did, as Sonic and Knuckles stood up. Knuckles then said happily, "Ladies and gentlemen, I will be announcing my bride-to-be, and that bride is to be Prince Sonic the Hedgehog."
Yeah.
The crowd was amazed and slightly surprised at the same time. Knuckles got down on one knee and said as he sighed while looking at the Cobalt Hedgehog's emerald green eyes, "Sonic, of all the people I've seen, you have been the most beautiful and amazing at the same time," he continued. "And so I may ask you this question." He then asked slowly, "Sonic the Hedgehog, will you marry me?" Sonic gasped lightly, but he hesitated before seeing Tails' ghost in the crowd. The ghost of the young fox smiled at him and nodded before he faded when he said, "Keep living, my friend." A tear rolled down Sonic's face before he looks at Knuckles and nods. He whispered softly, "Yes, Knuckles, I will." Knuckles stood up as Sonic began bawling and crying. The red echidna hugged him right and whispered, "It's okay, Sonic. It's okay." The crowd let out an awe while he clapped.
Alright.
Huh?
My phone is literally about to die, and I might disappear, so if I do, good night, just in case.
Okay.
Oh, he just wants to get out of here.
The host of the party said to himself with a chuckle, "Geez, it was a formal party. Now it's turned into an engagement party. Oh well, I'm sure the queen will approve. Will have an approval." The host then said, "Well, let's celebrate these two boys' engagement." The boys hugged, and they see Rouge outside having an outburst about how this happened, and why it was Sonic and Knuckles in the center of attention. Shadow had a hard time calming her down. He had to get her to calm down by threatening divorce, which freaking worked before they left. Why is that? Okay. Everyone applauded happily before a slow dance was starting. 10 couples, including Sonic and Knuckles, were at the dance floor slow dancing. The red echidna held his new bride in his arms as they slow dance, as he thought, I may need to get him private therapy for all the trauma I put him through.
My God.
Sonic whispered with a blush, I guess we're going to be married, aren't we? Knuckles replied happily, yeah, but you will be married to me, Sonic. You are the right person for me, if that's okay. Sonic then whispered softly, I'm a prince. I should be married off for political gain, but you and I are an exception. Knuckles smiled, and he whispered, holding him close, yeah, we do. Then the two stopped dancing for a moment. Their lips touched into a lovely kiss and a warm embrace. The crowd cheered as they danced again. 3 months later, Sonic was sitting in the gardens watching the sunset while sipping a cup of green tea. He cleans in secret, but whenever he does, Knuckles stops him. He may no longer be a maid, but Knuckles' fiance, but Sonic still has the urge to clean. He had private therapy to get him through the trauma he has been going through. He eventually forgave his friends and family for leaving in tails in the dust. Though Amy, who married the perfume salesman, had to accept the fact that Sonic was engaged. Sally gave them their congratulations for their engagement. Erica and Evan were relieved he is okay. Silver got engaged to Erica due to the fact that she and Silver did it and she's pregnant. Fuck. He thought while looking at the garden, like a bit nervous, is there gonna be a wedding? He looks at the beautiful flowers next to the hedges. Well, he took a deep breath. Like these flowers. That was when Knuckles came out and said, I thought I'd find you here, sweetheart. Sonic looks at his fiancée and says softly, oh, hey, I needed some fresh air. My therapist said to get some fresh air at least once or twice a week. The garden really relaxes my mind, especially in the sunset. Knuckles sits beside him and acts softly. Right? You still worried about the wedding, Sonic? Sonic answered with a shrug. Barely, but I'm not sure now. I'm not sure how. He trailed off as he took a sip of his tea. Knuckles wraps his arm around him and he said, look, stop worrying so much, Sonic. Besides, you look real nice in a dress. Sonic rolled his eyes and said, yeah, a maid dress. Knuckles chuckled and replied, I bet you look good in any dress. The two laughed as Sonic said, geez, Knuckles. While laughing, Sonic thought happily, I guess I'm glad Erica and Ivan stopped me. I keep on saying Ivan, his name's fucking Evan. Erica and Evan stopped me. I may not be the same Sonic, but I can still smile and laugh. My life isn't over. My life's not over. I will live. Not just for myself or Knuckles, but for Tails too. That was when Sonic and Knuckles kissed underneath the beautiful sunset. A few weeks later, they got married in the garden. Everyone, including their families, were happy. They kissed while the sun lights up the day and the flowers bloom beautifully. To this day, both Sonic and Knuckles have been happy living together as husband and wife, and nothing gets in their way. Not even the now humiliated Rouge, who regret leaving Knuckles for Shadow. It probably will never be long until they start a family, adopting a child or two. That would make one rich but happy, normal family. The end. Finally, I got done remaking this Knuckles song. It's a bit better than. Wow. What the fuck was that? Did you see that?
Nah.
What
happened?
What the fuck is this? Do you not see this?
Let me see. Ew. Was that his maid outfit?
I guess. My God.
Shit, bro. Such a weird. Dude, you were so weird.
But do they have sex?